How's it going, everybody?
Good. And nice Santa hat.
Yeah, thank you.
Your idea? Is that like?
The hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually sitting right in front of me when I was going down the stairs, and so figured it was pretty cold outside and wanted to wear a hat. It's Christmas time, so.
Give out gifts to your teammates, or
Yeah.
not to put the pressure on you, but
Yeah. Always. Yeah, they got gifts on the way. That would be nice.
On the first fumble thing yesterday, when you went back and looked at it, what did you see?
Yeah. I didn't. I would say obviously, we got to find a way to secure that ball, whether it's between myself or Rome. But I will say that I could have gave him a better, I could have gave him a better slot for the ball than it where it needs to be. I think it was a little bit too much on his hip, from there it gets pretty ugly. So.
When Rome was drafted, he had a reputation about being able to catch the contested balls, 50 balls. He's obviously proven that. Why do you think he's so good at it, and how much confidence do you have in him when you just throw it up like you did yesterday?
Yeah, no, I have all belief in him. Even after that one mistake between him and I, and then him catching that pass, and then fumbling again, walked over to him, dapped him up, told him I'd come, right back to him, and we did just that. So, having belief in him, I've seen him do it. I didn't watch it on YouTube or anything. I've actually seen Rome do that in games versus us when I was in college. So, watching him live to watching him in his YouTube, videos and things like that to, seeing him here, with us through camp and games and things like that. He has a reputation for it for a reason, and he's pretty consistent. And so, anytime we get a chance to have a one-on-one with Rome, I have full, belief that, at the least, it's going to be or at the most, it's going to be an incompletion. And so I have all belief and faith in him every single time that ball goes up in the air.
You know how excited you were the night that you guys were both drafted. You find out a couple picks after you. Like, how vital has having him here been for your growth as a quarterback?
Yeah, it's been great to be able to have a young guy with me like Rome. Spectacular person, spectacular player. Like I said, I've seen it for now 2 years, and so being able to have him here and grow with him, our relationship over the years is going to be. Vital. I think for the team, and so being able to be able to continue that, continue to grow that, is going to be really fun. Really vital, like I said, and so I think he's gonna get better, especially with the guys that he's had here this year with him. Rome with DJ and Keenan, two guys has been doing it for a while. I think it's helping him being able to watch those guys and how they do and how they work.
Caleb, do you have two or three things, 2 or 3 points of emphasis that you would really like to do well at your position the next 2 games, finish out the season? Just a couple things you would really like to nail down.
Yeah, I think these fumbles that I've had for 2 to 3 weeks now, I think turnovers are, they're obviously a part of the game, but trying to eliminate those only helps our chances of winning. So I say that's one. Being able to just keep being efficient the most that I can, and that doesn't just mean when I throw the football. That's with all of the alerts, the time, the play clock, making sure cadence and things like that, helping offensive linemen out, whatever the case may be, alerts, all of that. So. I'd say I gave you around 4 or 5 things right there.
Well, the ones you just mentioned, the cadence, the alerts, the things you're doing at the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. Can you help me understand how much, I don't know, easier is the right word, but like how much more comfortable you are with all that?
Yeah, I would say.
How quicker all that comes to you now compared to a couple months ago?
Yeah, no, I would say I'm a lot more comfortable with that. Getting up there, being faster with the cadence and things like that. getting up there, sending them, the motions of when they need to be snapped or when they, sending a motion and using my cadence with the motion to be able to undress, to be able to, figure out what they're in or figure out, what they're about to do or have an idea at least. And so I think through this year and through this time, I think I've gotten more comfortable and actually a lot more comfortable, I feel like, with those things.
Caleb Braxton Jones is out for the year, Tevin's hurt, and continuity's been an issue with the offensive line. Just curious, is there such a thing as a quarterback kind of being connected or in rhythm in sync with his offensive line? And has that been an issue? And do you think and if so, is that something that really needs to improve, next year looking ahead?
Yeah, I will say that you do build a connection and you figure out what your linemen block like, and so you kind of figure out where you can be in the pocket. You figure out all those different things of what they're good at, and maybe what they're not so good at, and so being able to maneuver in the pocket and things like that, you do get a sense of you play so many snaps and downs together that you kind of figure it out through time and through feel, and so when there's guys that go down, like Braxton and Tevin. I wouldn't say. I'll be honest with you. I think the guys that they came in, I think they did a solid job when they came in, and throughout this whole season, I think the guys have done a solid job when our guys have gone down. So I wouldn't say that it's been a complete deficit, because obviously it's a part of the football game. It's a part of football is guys going down, and the next man has to step up and do the job just as well or better, and that's the goal of when that happens. But being able to have those guys step in, being able to have things like that, and them do a good job, and all of that. I think, to be honest with you, I think that's what they did yesterday. But it sucks having our guys go down, because yes, you do kind of get a feel for how your linemen block, and how they block together, and so having those two guys go down. You don't have as many reps with a couple of other guys. It does, in a way, you kind of you don't lose the connection, but it's a little different.
You obviously made a ton of good throws in this game.
Yep.
And I know we've zeroed in on the beginnings of games just about every week. I know this is micro, but that first throw.
Yeah, it was frustrating. Keenan.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it was really frustrating. Keenan ran a great route, ran up, pushed, didn't push off, but ran up, pushed up on his route, snapped off, and the ball was just a little too much juice and a little too far behind him, so he couldn't react, and frustrating, definitely frustrating, but yeah, gotta find a way.